How's it going, guys? Tony from HonestXboxReviews.com. Taking a look today at the top three games of 2016 on the Xbox One. It's been a tough list this year. It's kind of, well, I don't think we've had a massive release. I think I've put in the blog post. It's been a year of games that kind of have seen decent releases rather than kind of that, them couple of big special ones. Hopefully next year's a lot better in terms of diversity in the games that release. As you can see by my list, it's kind of very heavily kind of shooter based, and that's not because of me being a fan of shooters. That's just for the simple fact is I can't think off the top of my head a decent platformer that's released on the console, or a puzzle game that anything like that, of the bigger releases of what many would call them, I guess, AAA titles. So certainly there'll be another list coming out, in the next hour or so, which is the top three underrated games. Which I guess one of those in that list even, kind of stood above the rest, if you get what I mean. But you'll see. Go and watch that video. Like I say, it's top three underrated games of 2016. But yeah, we'll get to this list now. Obviously, the first one to kick off the list is going to be Overwatch. I think it's one of those games that came out at a perfect time. It was kind of, I don't think there was anything around that time that was kind of, it came out, smack dab when it was kind of nothing to do. So certainly the week leading up to release, it was kind of, there was nothing to do. It took a week up to release even to kind of me take any notice. It was kind of one of those, I was like, oh, it looks all right. It looks a very much free to play model that I've kind of seen a ton of times before. I thought it's going to die within a week. Kind of no one's going to be interested. And slowly, as the kind of week crept up to the release, it kind of built more hype on social media, and it seemed to be just like everywhere. Um, and then, obviously, I think it was Battleborn come out at the same time. Everyone was, kind of linking it with that, saying, "Oh, it's only like Battleborn." So it was kind of, it put me off a little bit, but thankfully, I got a review code come through, and I kind of seen it. It wasn't nothing like Battleborn, so I don't know where them people came from. Um, and it's certainly a decent addition to kind of the shooter kind of genre that we've got. And so hopefully next time, that obviously when we're going to see an Overwatch 2, and kind of add more to it and bring more to it. In terms of this one, it's got tons of characters to play and learn. That's kind of the one thing that kind of keeps you coming back. Like I said, I think at the time when I played it, you had 21 characters, and it just offered a ton to do. You have to learn their way of play. If your teammates pick that same play, you have to go and try another character and kind of learn that character. So it gave you a reason to keep coming back and kind of learning all the different characters. So that's why it kind of got to number one for me, and kind of, like I say, pick it up for about 25 quid now, and it offers tons of value for money. And then we've got number two. That was going to be an easy one. That's Gears of War 4, which released not so long back. Massive Gears fan. I think the Coalition have done a great job of kind of carrying on with the story of what the series had already. Brought in new characters while kind of with the older guys kind of passing the torch in the story. They kind of let down in the story, was kind of what felt like a rushed ending. It didn't feel like as it was building up, you thought you was going to get this really great ending. It kind of fizzled out a little bit at the end with a kind of a poor little boss battle at the end. But hopefully that kind of, with the more, obviously we're going to get more in the series now, with these new characters. You get to learn more about them and their past and stuff like that. So I'm certainly looking forward to that. Multiplayer ticked all the right boxes. Horde once again was kind of only really fun if you had mates who was coming online, and kind of otherwise you're going to end up dying half the time with people not reviving, and dying half the time and you reviving them. So that's kind of a down point. And also just like the overpriced kind of boxes that are on offer. I've seen loads of people kicking off about, but you can just ignore them and carry on with the game. And then we've got the final one, which is, like I say, this was going to be Titanfall 2, with the campaign that it had, which really surprised me. I thought it was going to be like kind of a poor campaign and kind of just tacked on and kind of just to please the ones who wanted it before. But it's certainly one I'd urge you to go and check out at least. But I thought I kind of free shooters, so I decided to put Forza Horizon 3 in terms of just the content it's got and kind of online and offline play. It looks gorgeous. I think the amount of pictures I've took with this is kind of just silly. I don't they're all over my feed on my Xbox. I've kind of been taking them. I've got them as backgrounds on my laptop and all that kind of stuff. It's just a gorgeous game to look at. It's fun to play. If your mates pick it up, you've got the co-op as well, where you can just ride around and do stuff. So there's all that. Once again, like I say, around you can pick it up for around £30 now in sales and such. So certainly go and check that out. So that's my top three. What's your top three? Let me know in the comments below. Go and check me out on Twitter. Hope you have a good Christmas and a good New Year. And thanks for watching. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye.